Alan Jackson, I don't even know your name. This is CVT Guitar Lesson for Joel. You wanted it very simplified, and I could see why. Was it Brent Mason, the guitar player? Phenomenal player. So this is very, very simplified, but still there's some good good things you can learn, you know, through this with that up-tempo strumming pattern. So it starts, and you didn't want any of the solos or nothing, so I got it set up for you just as a rhythm. Now there is a halftime thing that pops in later in the song at 2:14. I'll talk about that in a second. Standard tuning, 15th fret low E slide. The only busy thing like lead wise would be this little intro. You'll slide and then 1D slide to 2, rest and then up down up, and you're going to do that 3 times. Not from the slide but from the open. So you have and then the pentatonic blues runs 2G slide to 4, 3B rest, 4G slide to 2, pull off to open, 2D pull off to open. And then that's section 1. It comes in at 15 seconds. You're going to do that twice. The slide is just on the intro there. But I just kept it a real simple format. You know, the second time through, you know, I think he does the only 2 times. Just keep it 3 times. You're doing this, you're going out and singing and playing, you can arrange it your way. So this way's pretty simple and straightforward. I know his tail end riff, the second time he extends that by, you know, 4 to 6 notes. Now the fast strum comes in section 2, 22 seconds. And it's an E major chord. They're all standard chords. Open 2 2 1 open open, and there's a few different strum concepts I'm going to give you that you could use over this. I don't want to use just the same one. Hitting the root, Johnny Cash played a lot like this, but you hit string 6 open, strum the underneath 5 strings down, and then all of them down up down up. So slow it would be. Get used to that and then gradually speed it up, because I don't know how fast you'll be able to play this. So you know you're safe within, you know, everything you're playing in there is within an E major chord. So you know, if you go to hit the root and you hit the A string with it, don't sweat that so much. Try to keep the separation from root to chord, but for the most part you want the feel of that, and that's 8 times. From there we'll transition to A7, which would be 2D and 2B, and we're going to play strings 5 all the way down. You can use your thumb to mute the low E, or try not to hit it, but it's a fast strum, it's going to be hard not to hit it. Same thing, string 5, and then strum strings 5 through 1, down, up 4 times. Back to the E major 4 times. B7, we're going to change it up a little. You could play that same strum over it, but I can actually hear it doing this. So it's like a root strum, quick rest, 8 times. String 5, so the B7 is 2A, 1D, 2G, 2E. I believe you know this chord anyways. So root and then strum the underneath 4 strings and do that 8 times. Don't go. You can, but it won't be as tight and solid. Or if you want to just keep going, you do 4 of those to equal the way it's written here. E major, strum it once, rest. And then the little turnaround on the end is the B7, down, up, down. It's in there quick. into the E major. So if you went from the, after the B7, you got, it's a good idea to work on, you know, transitioning these chords too. Fingers got minds of their own, so if you can land them, you know, the quicker you land them, the better. Especially for a fast song like this. So when you do that, I wanted to catch the bass melody, F sharp, G, and G sharp. That's fret 2, 3, and 4 on the low E. That'll give you some direction. You can tell it's getting ready to change. And it walks you right into section 3 at 46 seconds, which is the A7 chord. And then, you know, that's open 2, open 2, open from string 5 down. Now this time, I'm going to give you another variation. This would be the third. And it's similar to the first one. String 5, strums 5 through 1, down, and then down, up, down. So it'd be, you know, you can use, they're interchangeable, Joel, so you can use that for all of them if you wanted, you know, if that's a little more comfortable and feels right for you. 4 times. E major, same thing. A major, or A7 again, same thing, 4 times. E. Okay, from the E you're going to go, so rest, B7, strum, and then E, F sharp, G, and G sharp. So open 2, 3, 4 on the top. So you have, and then skip solo. I notated that in your tabs just so you didn't lose your place. Repeats, skip solo again. There's a lot of solos. The halftime groove will come up after section 3 one time, which is the part we just did, where it went right here. You got to think halftime. It's cool how they fit this in there. It jives. It's a halftime of the other rhythm. Open 2, E and A, and you know this. I know I've showed you stuff like this, but top 2 strings, rest, and then open 2 to open 4, rest, and then open 4, start it back over. 8 times. So your melody is. From there, move to page 3. Just play, continue it on, but on the A and D string. Open A, 2, D. 4 times through of it. Back to the E. 4 times. And this part's tough because the stretch. 2A, 4D. Twice to 2, 6, AD. Keep the same rhythm, so it's. And you got to lower that thumb to get that, or you can jump up to 7, 9, and 7, 11 on string 6 and 5. But you'd have to leave the area that you're playing all your other stuff at. So coming off that, 4 times, E major, and then open 2, 3, 4, string 6. And then you'll hit a series of repeats, section 3 one time, skip solo. And I figured to end the song, so if we're coming off section 3, that was this part. That was the end of it would be I had to get you an ending, so that's what I used. So that first part is the ending of section 3, and then we're just going to go descending with it. 4, 3, 2, open, but it's quicker, right? So, and then end it with the E9 chord, which will sound killer with this. Middle 7A, first finger 6D, third finger bar the 7th fret, strings 3 through 1. Maybe check it as an arpeggio. And you know, you can have that open E ringing. So there you go. Once again, man, got me inspired because this guitar player is smoking. I want to listen to. It reminds me of a player that I'm a huge fan of, Albert Lee, the country player. He's got the chops, man, killer stuff. So thanks, Joel.